Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's been such a freaking long time, I know. I'm sorry y'all, I'm so sorry. Post-grad life has been truly kicking my ass. Oh, my head was slanting. Also, I forgot my intro. Hi, I'm Shirley. I'm a recent law graduate based in New York City, and welcome to my channel. Okay. I first want to say thank you so much for following along. I am almost at 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Insane. So I wanted to start off there. Life has been lifing, and this is kind of like, this is going to be a get ready with me life update video, transparency video, career video, and also where I'm heading in my life now. So if you don't know, I launched a website. It's called thelegalmija.com. Proud that I launched this website finally. I feel like I get a lot of questions about my experience, and I get also asked a lot about resources, how I passed the bar exam, and so I just wanted somewhere where I could centralize that information. I don't know if this is focusing or not. It's driving me insane, this camera. And look, my eye is so red. I've talked about this on Instagram, but I have really bad dry eye issues. I don't know where. I honestly feel like after the bar exam, my eyes could not take contacts anymore. I had to go to a doctor, and they told me I have to deadass clean my eyes every day and also try to not use contact lenses every day, which is insane. I think on my last video, I was saying that I kind of didn't want to disclose where I work for privacy reasons and all the shenanigans, and I still stand by that. I still think there's a certain amount of privacy I want to keep relating to my job, because I've honestly worked, as y'all know, as some of y'all know, I've worked so hard to get here, and I don't want anything to jeopardize that. But at the same time, there was actually a comment recently that made me kind of think about just being more transparent about my career, and that person deleted their comment. I'm so mad because I was gonna use it, because it did really inspire me to be more transparent. But shout out to you. I'm sorry that you deleted your comment, or maybe I can't find it. No. So anyways, so what does Legal Mija do for work? Legal Mija, aka Shirley, me, I actually work for a multinational insurance company, and I work in claims. What does that mean? Like, what is that? So really, my role is very non-traditional. It does not require the practice of law, interesting enough. My role is to analyze the claims that come in and review such claims to see if coverage is afforded by our policy, the insurance company's policy. And so my role is to kind of get information, investigate if there's issues, retain defense counsel, retain coverage counsel. There could be mediations that I have to attend. There could be trial dates that I have to attend. And it feels very lawyery without me being the lawyer. And I never knew about this position. I was reached out actually via LinkedIn. Shout out LinkedIn. And this recruiter reached out to me, and she looked at my LinkedIn and she said, hey, would you want to interview? And I interviewed. Based on the salary and benefits and just work-life balance, I decided to accept the position. That's also another question that I've been asked, is about pay transparency. I'm not going to say my exact salary, but I will say that it is in the 6-figure mark. And when I say that, it sounds like a lot, but honestly, living in New York, like, that money goes quickly. So I am grateful, but at the same time, it's not like I feel like I'm rolling in cash. Like, I have student loan debts, I have family obligations, I have savings that I want to really fund, because throughout law school I really just depleted my savings because I wasn't working like that. I wasn't working a full-time job. So yes, I make over six figures, but if you live in New York City, you would know that's kind of not that much. I'm not trying to be ungrateful. I'm just que iba a decir. So that's where it's at. Do I like my job? To be honest, if you would have asked me once when I started, like month in or 2 months in, I would have told you, do I like my job? Do they like me? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Am I about to be fired? Am I, I was very, very, ¿cómo se dice? I was very self-conscious that I was a newly law school graduate. Mostly everyone in my role, at least in my team, were practicing attorneys. They went to law school, they passed the bar exam, they worked in private practice, and now they're working at the company. That seems to be kind of the that seems to be kind of the progression of somebody who has my role. And so I know I just contoured my face and now I'm putting foundation over it. I messed up. Anyways, all of my colleagues are attorneys, basically. And I guess it was, for me, it was the insecurity of being a newly law graduate and being the youngest person in my role, if we're to be honest, that I know of. And then just also just not having that actual practicing legal experience that some of the people in my role had, because they're much older. They worked at private law firms. So I was very insecure. And also insurance, the world of corporate insurance is really, really different. There's a lot of terminology. There's a lot of terminology. There is just a really huge, difficult learning curve. I'm still trying to get it, but honestly, I feel like the part of the reason why I'm sitting here talking to y'all about my job is because I feel more comfortable talking about it now, because in the beginning I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and I just hope I don't get fired. I'm like, I hope they know I'm just trying to find my way. I'm trying my best. Like, I really did struggle in the beginning, and now I feel like I'm finding my way. I'm truly learning the work, and I feel very much more comfortable. I'm not like, obviously, I feel like no one could be an expert in insurance, but I think I am very much liking my job. I feel like it's very it is a lot. There's so much to do every single day. It's high paced, it's very stressful, and for some reason I like that. But I'm sorry, this video is all over the place. I'm just like ranting about my job. But what I would say that I love about my job is when you work for a company versus a law firm, the dynamics typically are much different, especially if you work for a private practice law firm. I don't have any billable hours. I generally work a 9 to 5:30. I have a 1-hour lunch break. My boss is not expecting me to work past midnight or on the weekends. I don't work weekends. And that is actually one of the selling points and the reasons why I chose this job. Because I just had, like, after law school, I just wanted to take a break. I wanted a work environment that was going to give me some flexibility. So I was really honestly only applying to nonprofit work, state agency jobs. I was applying to work at the courts because I know even though those jobs typically pay only from 70 to 90 the most, or 70 to 80 actually, 70 to 80, that's the most they'll pay, at least in New York City. I was like, I don't care, like I just want a job that will give me a work-life balance, and the money is gonna come somehow. So yeah, I really like that about my job. And also I really love the autonomy from it. I feel like I am treated with so much value, with so much encouragement to like make my own decisions. I feel like when I was working as a paralegal, I obviously had to refer to the attorney as always. I'm running meetings, I'm hosting meetings, I am coordinating with attorneys. I honestly, most of my days is emailing like our insurers, but also their personal counsel, their in-house counsel, their defense counsel. Like most of my job is talking to attorneys. And so with that being said, I don't feel like not a lawyer. I do feel very much like a lawyer, but I'm just not doing the typical lawyer job. ¿Qué más iba a decir? So I like it for that reason. I've been really blessed. I know someone with, ¿cómo se dice? Someone who like recently graduated law school. I don't think they, like, this job is really for people who have worked in private practice for a long time and kind of want to take a step back. For the most part, from what I've noticed, the people who have my role in my company. But I feel super blessed, and I do feel like maybe that's why I have this added pressure to like prove myself, but no one cares. No one cares. And yeah, I've been getting more comfortable with work. I feel like my boss has been realizing that, and he has given me compliments. He has really just kind of highlighted my work already, and he is like, no joke, like he is truly a boss in all the good sense and all the very serious sense. Like he do not play about his job. He tells me straight up. I think also like one thing that I've been getting accustomed to is kind of like the corporate environment. Like people be misspelling my name all the time. There are some emails that I receive, I'm like, damn, yo. Not to me, but you know, to other people. So that's kind of one thing that I've realized. I'm sorry, I'm ranting. Am I ranting? Is this like productive for y'all to know? Can't really see. Why am I sharing this? Like, why am I sharing my career? Why am I sharing my job? And I'll tell y'all why. So the reason why I wanted to share my job is because I feel like my job is like very non-traditional, and honestly, some people have told me like, I want to go to law school, but I don't know if I want to be going to court or becoming or speak in front of a judge. I'm an introvert. And you could definitely go to law school and never step a foot in court. I feel like it's such a misconception. Maybe I blame the media, these TV shows, because it really just shows and highlights one stereotype of what a lawyer is. And I do not, even though I'm technically not practicing law right now, I do not at all regret going to law school, because either way, my degree is always going to be there. Either way, I passed the bar exam, and if I decide to transition to a new role and work at a law firm and do like that typical lawyer job, I could definitely do that. But I would say for me, I am an introvert. I don't want to go to court. And I love my job for that reason. Most of my days involve reading and writing. It really is such a privilege to just sit on my computer desk at my fancy work office and just read and write all day, answer emails. And yes, honestly, there are some days where I have meetings back to back. I have calls back to back. I am running these meetings. I'm asking questions. So yes, it could be, honestly, as an introvert, it could be nerve-wracking, but I've gotten used to it. And it just feels like such a blessing. Like, really, this is my job, to read and write for most of the day, and then also be on Zoom meetings. Like, I don't have to personally go anywhere. My job also is hybrid, so I could be in the office 3 times a week and 2 times working from home. I could just see myself also working at different places because my company is really huge, and so I could go to Mexico City and work from their office. So I like that aspect of my job, and I think that's kind of the reason why I wanted to highlight for y'all, because there is just so much opportunities with a law degree that doesn't necessarily pertain to going to court, right? But obviously law school is expensive. Law school is 3 years of a lot of this. The bar exam is the bar exam, right? So take your decision to go to law school very, very seriously. But personally, I feel like it was the right decision for me, because I feel much smarter. I'm a better writer, definitely, after law school. I am able to read very carefully because of law school. I just feel, and also I'm a great public speaker now. I have been doing speaking engagements for universities recently, and I honestly feel very comfortable doing so because of going to law school. So, you know. And yeah, I really do like my job for all these reasons. Obviously, it comes with being stressful, being stressed out with some of the emails that you receive, with, you know, people disagreeing with your decisions, and I think that comes with every job. But I am truly, truly blessed. I do actually like my job. I don't know how long I'll stay at this job because I'm always the type of person to kind of look long term. But for right now, especially with the benefits, the salary, the flexibility of working from home, the growth opportunities within the company, like I see myself really working here long term. But you know, who knows, right? Okay, very quickly, I forgot to say, I think I'm gonna upload a video about how I passed the bar exam because I think it will be really helpful to highlight kind of my experience. But if you want to know already kind of what I've done, what I did to pass the bar exam, you could go on my website. So definitely check that out there. I'm really blessed to be in this position. I really take my job very seriously. I just, honestly, also sometimes I even work kind of over the amount of time because I want to catch up on things. I just feel very passionate about what I do, and I feel like as well I'm in a good team. Like, we really do care about the work that we do. We are fair, we are impartial, and so that's kind of like the vibe. And I love my office. My office is so beautiful. Every time I step in there, I am truly blessed to be there. Just the fact that my mom worked cleaning mostly houses for the people that work in my offices, let's be honest, right? Like, she was that woman who came, she was that cleaning lady. My dad mostly worked in the restaurant industry and then worked in the hotel industry as a manager. They worked really laborious job. I'm sorry if that's not a word. Like, they worked their asses off, and the fact that I get to step into this nice office with my ID badge, like be that girl, like with my ID badge, with my work phone, with my own laptop, is such a privilege, and I do not take it for granted, not one bit. I don't. That's why I want to inspire y'all to like look besides just working a traditional job. It is, I'm not gonna lie as well, the job market has, I think since I graduated college back in 2018, 2017, I don't remember, 2018, it has been super competitive. So I'm not saying like it's easy. It took me a while to get a job after post-grad. It took, I think it was April that I got an offer for this job, and I accepted the offer. So definitely, like, if y'all want to know like job interview tips or just job hunting tips, I could do that as well. I could put a blog post at my website as well, because it is truly rough out there, and I know for a fact I'm super blessed. And obviously it came with a lot of work on my end, but it was all also in God's grace. So I thank God every single day for all the opportunity. I thank God as well for my family. I'm thankful for my family, and I'm just really excited for this new chapter of my life. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave it in the comments. If you have video ideas, like, definitely put it down, because especially with TikTok being banned soon, oh hell nah, you want to stay connected. Let's stay connected. And of course, comment, subscribe, everything. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the support once again. Let's get them. Ciao.